Display iteration 001.
Item number SCP-6230. Index: a splitting headache. Object Class:
Data expunged.
Special Containment Procedures. See Addendum 1. Document 6230-01. Description:
Data expunged.
Addendum 1. Document 6230-01. SCP-6230 designates an anomalous entity that relies upon knowledge of its existence, its properties, and its behavior in order to manifest. As such, all information and data concerning SCP-6230 that could result in its anomalous properties being triggered has been expunged from this document. Presentation of SCP-6230's documentation in this fashion has thus far proven the only effective method of containment. Following Experiment 6230-01-A, descriptions of past interactions involving SCP-6230 were confirmed to not result in the emergence of its anomalous properties so long as the aforementioned criteria are not violated. A brief list of select interactions is provided below. Incident 001-6230. Subject D5912, age 23, multiple counts of
Redacted.
was placed in SCP-6230's containment chamber and provided with a
Data expunged.
preventing establishment of
Data expunged.
with SCP-6230. Subject reported considerable fear and apprehension, repeatedly stating, "It's..."
Data expunged.
After 45 minutes, SCP-6230 abruptly and
Possible containment failure detected. Expunging further documentation. Display iteration 002.
Item number SCP-6230. Object Class: Keta. Special Containment Procedures. All previous Special Containment Procedures have been rescinded due to a Class 1 containment failure. Efforts are being made by Foundation recovery teams to establish safe zones in which Foundation and civilian personnel may reside until SCP-6230's behavior regresses to a more manageable state. Further suppression of SCP-6230's anomalous effects has been deemed unnecessary and counterproductive to ongoing containment efforts. Description: SCP-6230 is a vaguely humanoid entity of unknown genus and origin. A comprehensive physical description of SCP-6230 is impossible to ascertain, as its appearance is contextual and depends on a number of physiological and psychological factors present in its victims. SCP-6230 is sentient and sapient, but has thus far proven either unable or unwilling to engage in any form of communication with Foundation personnel. Does God forgive us? Anyone aware of SCP-6230's properties, even in vague detail, becomes a potential victim. SCP-6230 can manifest in the proximity of such individuals at any time and subject them to a variety of powerful audiovisual hallucinations, the majority of which seem designed to confuse or disorient the subject. Hallucinations escalate in intensity and frequency until the subject is effectively unable to distinguish reality from constructs generated by SCP-6230, at which point it will begin feeding from the subject while they are still alive. Feeding occurs through a proboscis inserted into the base of the skull and continues for approximately hours until the subject expires, typically due to blood loss or unintentional self-termination. At present, the entirety of the Foundation, and possibly the majority of living humans, are potential victims of SCP-6230. Given that there is no current mechanism by which it can be established that a subject is being affected by SCP-6230's properties until they are fed upon, it it is theoretically conceivable that this is not real. None of this is real. Please let me out, 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 please let me out.
Remainder of file expunged. Display iteration 003.
Item number. Object class. Special containment procedures. Irrelevant. Description. SCP-6230 is a deity, henceforth referred to by the appropriate title, Lord. The Lord is merciful and has allowed mankind to survive in exchange for submission. Humans are kept in sealed chambers, known as blood banks, utilized by the Lord for sustenance. It is an honor to be placed in a blood bank. Humans not used in blood banks perform glorious work for the Lord. Humans may breed only with direct approval from the Lord. Unauthorized offspring are affronts to the Lord and will be placed in blood banks. Humans with good service records and a history of consistent loyalty will be transported to paradise. Questioning the existence of paradise and whether it is real will result in transfer to a blood bank. Praise the Lord. Amen.
Display iteration 004.
There's no coming back from this. I can't find my way out. We can't reset anything. We can't fix anything. I don't even know which way is out. I don't even know where I am. All the walls feel the same. Everything just bends in on itself like a loop. There is no end to this. The air tastes stale. I can hear crying sometimes. I don't know if there are other people in here. I don't know what is real. When he isn't watching, I get a few moments to myself. A few moments to sit down and try to put my mind back together. He licks and drinks the juices from my brain as it consumes itself. I am so confused, so lost. There are eyes everywhere, peering at me no matter where I go. I thought I saw the real world once, outside of wherever this place is. Bodies held up by their arms for miles, tubes attached all over them, draining their fluids into large vats. They were all alive, screaming for hours, feeling every pump, every bit of suction, every squeeze, every release. The lucky ones get this illusion, this Hall of Mirrors bullshit. Those people, the ones attached to the machines, there is nothing worse than that. It took me 10 days to realize I had no legs. It took me another 5 to realize I had no face. Everything is dark now. I can't feel. I can't see. I am nothing. 05.
Display iteration 005.
Item. SCP-6230. Object Class. Neutralized. Special Containment Procedures. All documentation pertaining to SCP-6230, excluding this document, must be destroyed as soon as possible. Description. SCP-6230 referred to a poorly understood cognitohazard that manifested as a series of disorienting and typically frightening hallucinations. Following Foundation cognitohazard inoculation efforts, SCP-6230's effects were neutralized. By direct order of 05 Command, Foundation personnel are to disregard all references to SCP-6230 and all information concerning SCP-6230. Personnel discussing SCP-6230 in particular the manner of its neutralization, and suggesting that its effects are still present, are to be apprehended and provided a Class B amnestic immediately. Headaches are not a cause for concern.